Today, of course, we are dealing with kids who are BAD bad.
What it is, YouTube, you know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose. Hey, man, what's going on, gang? What's up, squad? We squadding out today, man. We got a big topic today. A big topic. And I've been watching. I don't know if y'all been paying attention or anything, but it's getting unruly. We're going to talk about this situation because it actually crosses the board on everything. Okay, I have to say this. There's a bunch of things, and it's titled to a bunch of stuff. But the biggest thing is the way my mama taught me. And we're going to talk about mamas. We're going to talk about mamas today. I know y'all saw that Mr. T. If you ain't seen that video, click up here to watch that Mr. T video. Man, because guess what? That's what we used to do. We used to sting about your mom. And the sting would go good. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, in your mama territory. Next thing you know, your mama's so skinny, you can hoop in a Cheerio. That's kind of like what we would get to. And then, all that other good stuff, man. Oh, man. We used to get in them stinging contests, man. Like I said in that video, that's the way we was. Okay, so the topic today is actually what your mama taught you. I don't know what's going on today and why the kids are so bad. B-A-D, bad.
Welcome back. Today, of course, we are dealing with kids who are BAD bad.
I think that was I forgot who did that B-A-D bad, and it was a talk show. I forgot which one it was. I'll this right here. I do it. I had to do it, man. I had to. Back in the 90s and the 80s, man, it was all talk show hosts, Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Phil. Anyways, so, all right, that's where you got your information from, basically. So, and besides MTV. So, let's talk about a bunch of mama morals. We're going to go for 5 mama morals. Number 1 mama moral. And we're going to call this the mama moral. Number 1 mama moral. Never, ever backsass a police officer, a judge, or anybody that has authority over you or is older than you. Never backsass an adult. Number 1. Number 2. That's a number 2. Number 2. Number 2. That's not really a 2, but yeah, I get it. Number 2. Number 2. Always be early. Always be early for work. Never show up at. Show up early. Be ready to clock in at your time, but be early. Never, ever show up on time. Show up at 15, 20 minutes. Show up early. Always. Don't ever show up on time. Show up early. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3. You thought you was going to get it, but now you're not going to get it. I promise. Number 3. I've got that finger up. Number 3. Never, ever ever wear your headphones at work. But that basically the headphones. Y'all know that we're not talking about phones because we didn't have phones back then. We had headphones like this. Our headphones are this big or even bigger. But don't wear your headphones or in the house. Sorry. So number 3 is don't wear your headphones in the house. Okay. I'm breaking number 4. Never wear your hat in the house. I'm breaking it right now. I take it off after the videos, y'all. I just let you know. And that also goes with when you're out on a date or you're out somewhere and you're eating, you always take your hat off when you sit down at the table. Okay? You always take your hat off when you're in presence of an adult or authority. You always, these are the rules. These are the hat rules. Always be a gentleman. The gentleman goes with the hat. That's part of it. And the 5th one is never, ever sign a contract and not be there to support that contract. Do the contract through. Do not ever void a contract unless they void the contract. You don't initiate the void. Allow the client to void the contract. You do not void the contract. And that is where we're going to talk about voiding the contract today. You see, I've been watching these videos with some of these nincompoops getting on here and telling you you don't have to ID yourself, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. When you get ID'd by the cops, you show your ID quickly. If the cop asks you for ID, you show your ID automatically. Don't sit there and play the dumb, stupid game. And another thing I saw is when the cops answer, if you ain't got nothing to hide, you don't ain't got nothing to hide. Open the door. Because if somebody comes to my door and knocks on it, I'm going to open the door. Respectfully. So those are the rules. We're going to talk about the 5th rule more than anything because that's the basic rule. That's the basic business rule of thumb. Mama taught me everything that I needed to know. I just had to get off my skeeter butt and listen to her. Sometimes I had to take that cotton out of my ears and put it in one side of my ear so that way I can retain the information. Because, you know, your mom would always say, man, every time I tell you something, it goes one ear and out the other. Well, maybe if I take the cotton out of my left ear and put it in my right ear, it'll stick. And that information will be there. So, and that's one thing that I want to talk about is that is the biggest one. Because when, for instance, I had a contract, I signed the contract in May, the early part of May, because I usually get a bunch. They'll give me a bunch, and then I won't get some for a while, and then I'll get one emergency one, and then if I ain't got nothing going, I'll do it. But if I got something going like the 26th, I won't be in town, so I had to turn that contract down. But it's okay because the guy's like, oh, you on trip? Okay, no problem. I'll find somebody else. But that's not the point. So the point is managing who you are. Because once you put your name down on a contract, it's your civil duty, morally. I'm going to go with morals. Because that's what you're dealing with. When you accept something, and then later on you try to back tread. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so this is what happened. I had that event that I signed the contract last month. Okay. Now, mind you, this event is in Bryan, Texas, and it's worth. I'm not even going to talk about that part. This is AV. All I'm doing is taking a laptop and an HDMI wire, a projector, and a screen. And if they need anything else, I bring it. Because everything that I bring in that they add to the bill, I get paid. It's blurry. Hold on. I'm trying to get this unblurry. It's is it blurry? Well, it's good enough. Okay, so that's the point. So, you get the event. You sign the contract, which I did. I signed it and I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, they just sent me the deployment. You heard the vibe. That's the deployment. I got to go in and click confirm for the day that I'll be there, which is no big deal. I'll be there. But 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 7-Eleven, it's not 7-Eleven, it's an advertisement agency that 7-Eleven uses. They use a couple. And one of the advertisement agencies I DJ for. I've DJ'd a couple events for them. So they sent me an email asking me if I was available tomorrow and Friday. It's $1,000. $500 a day to DJ 7-Eleven. And guess what? It's even local and it's gonna be all Spanish. No big deal. We could play Spanish music all day standing on our head, and I can comprehend what everybody's saying, and I know how to do it, and I can play good music. It won't be some lushed out music. It's gonna be actual fire music. So I text them back and says, I'm sorry, I have to turn today down. I could do Friday. And then they're like, well, we need somebody. And I'm like, okay. And then, do you know anybody? And I said, sure. I gave them the information to somebody else. I know they're taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay? No, I'm not going to be going to 7-Eleven tomorrow. Because the contract is for 2 days and not 1. Am I okay with it? Yes, I am. And I'm going to tell you why I'm okay with that. You know why I'm okay with that? Because let me tell you why I'm okay with that. Because the next time 7-Eleven needs a DJ, they will send me, in my area, they will actually be sending me another email. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that. Yeah. And if they hire another DJ, well. It's not the biggest thing in the world for me because, okay, let me explain this to you. The AV situation, I've been working for this AV company. I've been working for an AV company for 2 years. Okay. The first half of the year, I worked for one person. For this company. And that person branched off and started his own AV company. Okay? So, that person had my contact information He kept my contact information. I bet you he kept a lot of his AV because he was the person. I'm working to work. You know, you can call it moonlighting. That's the term back then, is moonlighting, but I'm not moonlighting because I'm working for both companies. I make sure I maintain order for both of them. I do both of them. There's no big deal. And I just make sure that I watch the dates and I pay attention to cameras and calendars and everything else. Because when you're working for a company, you want to make sure, because you deal with a lot of people. You deal with a lot of people all the time, being a DJ in a company and being an AV tech. So I'm dealing with lots of different clients. Now, the protocol for the day is you confirm, you go, you do the event, take pictures. I'm going to start showing you different situations that I have gotten myself into. And we'll discuss them on the videos the next day. We'll do it strategically where I'm showing my information, which I'm going to actually make a presentation in about 5 minutes. After this video is over, I'm going to make a presentation so that I can play on the screen, so I can get an understanding of what I'm going at. And I'm going to actually do a test today with my projector. I don't think I'll have time, but when I come back, we're going to do what they call a short throw. Because some of the places that I have, you have very few space. So we're going to work on that and get that taken care of. But other than that, I wanted to go in and talk about the fifth thing that Mother taught me, because it depends on who you are, but I will say this to you: once you put your name down and somebody's wanting you to be there and you don't show up, I've been guilty of it a couple times in my life. Your name goes out the window. Your name goes out the window. So, if you sign a contract, live the contract, live what you're talking about. There's a couple things that I have to muster up and say that, I actually did, but that was in the past. Today is the future, but the past, I don't have to relive the past. I can keep on going. I can analyze each day and each situation and make sure I do the proper thing. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to get at today. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to know the importance of mother. Mother always gave you the rules that father made. Father always gave me the rules, but I never listened to them because mother was it. So, thanks, Mom. Love you. Rest, my mom. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm out, man.